A huge moo to the herd, and welcome to episode 9 of our Gregicality Skyblock playthrough. So between episodes I've done a little bit of work. I've got some circuits made up. I've been making up some plates for a project we'll hopefully be doing today. Got some pumps and electric motors and some machine holes. So what I'd like to do is to see if we can't speed up the process, not speed up, make the process easier for the circuits, and also see if we could do something about our steam situation, because these little guys, they've been doing a fantastic job, but we're reaching that point where we just need something a bit more meatier, and the whole point of playing Gregicality is multi-blocks. So I'm hoping to get a nice multi-block steam boiler to hopefully offset some of our steam issues. But our first thing to do is I would like a cluster mill for multiple reasons, primarily because it will enable us to take our rubber sheets, these little things, and if we put them through a cluster mill, we can turn them into rubber foils, and we can then use those rubber foils in an assembler with cables and a programmed circuit to make, with wires to make cables, which is going to be easier than making duct tape up all the time. I love the introduction of duct tape. It was a lot easier than carpet, but this is the next evolution. So let's see if we can get the cluster mill done. Should have all the components for that. I've got some tin cable line here, and I've just... this would be like a health and safety nightmare if you saw all this cabling, especially as it's quite low rated, but it's what we've got at the moment, so we'll do. So that's our cluster mill done. So what I'd like to do now is I'm going to need some more tin cables. So what we'll do is we'll take about 4 of them, put them through our firewall wire mill, so we can get some wire. And I'd also like, so if we take 2 pieces of rubber and run that through our cluster mill, it should give us 8 foils. Okay, and once that's done, I am going to need to do is take one of my circuits and turn it into a programmed circuit. And what is tin cable? That one, in assembler with program circuit 24. Right, so let's configure you to 24, and we'll just pop that into our assembling machine. So 8 cables, 8 foils. That's not what I wanted to do. Thank you. So we'll pop that in there, and this should be a much easier way, a much more efficient way actually, of getting our tin cables. So that's that bit done. What else did I want to make? Oh yes, a basic pump. So for this we're going to need electric pumps, integrated logic circuits, and some bronze pipe. And I made the bronze pipe up earlier, so in theory should be able to make our electric pump. And what I've done over here is I've just put an infant water source in here. So my idea, if I can pull this off, is to have my electric pump here, have our multi-block boiler over here, and then do some weird wiring so that the steam turbine, this little guy over here, which I'm probably going to have to move, can then power the pump and everything else. Clearly we're going to need some more steam turbines for that to work, but let's see how far we get just making up the bronze boiler first. So what do we need for our large bronze boiler? We're going to need this, so I'm going to need some tin cable. Is that the only thing I need? And a bronze machine casing. And bronze machine casings are bricks and bronze plates. So I've made up some bronze plates. Now the one thing I wanted to do is make up something else, because I needed to basically, at the moment I'm doing clay manually, so turning cobblestone into gravel into sand into dust, then put it into a cauldron with water, and it takes forever. So what I want is an ore washer, which will now enable us to do that more easily. So if I just check the ore washer, is it an ore washer I wanted? Or was it? Wait a sec, I think I may have got the wrong one. Chemical bath, that's the one I wanted, not an ore washer. That's the one I wanted. So I'm going to need to make some conveyors up. But what I'll do is let me get the conveyors made up off camera. And when we come back, we'll get the chemical bath done, and then we'll see about getting the bricks made up. So we'll be back soon. Okay, so I've got my 2 conveyors all made up. So we've got enough for our chemical bath now. We'll just pop this, and we'll need some more tin cable, which is what I'm making here. Pop that there. And pop our chemical bath there. What I'll then do is get my buckets of water. Weird. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I'm guessing some sort of desync. Oh well. And we'll just pop the water in here. Now this can take 64, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it up, because we'll probably be using that quite extensively. And when we come back, we will hopefully have that all filled up. I'll get some cobblestone turned into dust, and then we can start making up the clay and the bricks. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I have my bricks. We've got our bronze plates. So hopefully we should now have enough to make our 3 bronze machine casings. Do we have enough? We're just missing an electronic circuit and some tin cable. Right, tin cable I should be making up anyway. And this is what happens when you forget that you're going to need a program circuit, and you build just enough integrated circuits and then forget one. So we've got my tin cable, that's all fine. What else do we need? So it's just that one circuit. So if I go and make up that circuit, I should have enough of everything, so it shouldn't take too long. But once that's made up, we will get our, hopefully the first part of our bronze boiler made up. And then we'll need to make some pipe casing, some firebox casing, and a load more of the bronze machine casings. So let me get those put together, and then once they're done, we can start setting up our bronze boiler. And hopefully we'll be in a position to get it all connected up, maybe get our turbine moved, or we'll get another turbine created, and take it from there. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I have to say, I really do love having these machines. It makes the whole chore of making up those circuits considerably easier, and hopefully things will just keep on getting easier as we get more and more machines. So, I have all of the stuff for the large bronze boiler now. Now, I actually wrote down all of the stuff I was going to need. All I've got to do is find a bit of paper with it. Yeah. So I'm going to need 24 bronze machine casings. So again, the recipe for those is, so we need 21, so 7 sets. So we're going to need 7 more bricks. Fortunately, I've had this processing quite nicely. We can turn those into bricks. That should be more than enough. we've got that. Oop, wrong one. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, distribute those. That gives me all of the machine casing I need. Bronze pipe casing, so we're going to need some more. Excuse me. We're going to need some bronze plates, easy to make. Medium bronze pipes, relatively easy to make. And a bronze frame, which is... that's not the right recipe. Let's find the right one. It's just bronze plates, bronze rods, etc. So we need at least 3 bronze plates there. And what did I say there? Bronze pipe, because I need 2 of these. So 3 plus 4 bronze plates there. Plus we're going to need... that's 4 of those, 2 of there. So that's another 12. How much does that? My brain's just gone blank. 12 plus 4 plus 3. So that's 16, 19. Right, so I'm going to need 19 bronze plates. Just have enough bronze. That. But probably not enough for... really should think about this a bit more. The rods I need. So let me go and make up some more bronze in my alloy smelter. And I'll let these go, and then when we get back we'll make up our couple of bronze casings. And what else do we need? We're going to need some fireboxes. Now what's that going to require? Bronze firebox, more plates, more of these things. And how many fireboxes did I say I needed? 7. So we're going to need at least 3 sets of those. So let me get all the materials together, because we're going to need to make up some more bronze anyway. And then when we come back, we'll make up the fireboxes, we'll make up our pipe casings. We've got our machine casings, and hopefully we can start assembling the large bronze boiler. I've got LV machine holes, so we can make hatches and buses. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. So we'll get those done, and when we come back, we'll start constructing our large bronze boiler. Okay, so hopefully I have now everything I need. Just move that to make our large bronze boiler. So if I just look at, I'm going to get the other components out. That put that away because I don't need that. Put that way. Don't know why I have those, or those can go away. Anything else that just popped out there by accident? Right, so take our bronze machine casings. I think I must have an overly sensitive mouse. Right, so if we have a look at our multi-block, so we've got input bus, firebox casing, input hatch. The output hatch seems to be at the top. I wonder if I can put that down the bottom. Shouldn't make a difference actually either way. We'll have that over on the right side, and we'll have our input bus. I think I want the input hatch there. Right, so if we take our input hatch, this will be for our fluid, and I'm just going to pop that here. Yeah, we'll pop that there. If we can quickly rotate that. Then we want our, I think I want our input bus to also be here. And I want our firebox casings to be here. Right, so that should be that. I'm going to pop my output hatch just here, because that should work with my plan. Large bronze boiler there. we'll take our pipe casings and pop them here and here. And then the rest should be bronze machine casings. Could be. I do love multi-blocks. They make it a little bit more interesting than just popping down a single machine and forgetting about it. And last one. Yay, that works. I'm impressed. I was going to say surprised, but no, impressed. Right, so input hatch, we're going to pop some water in here. Eventually we'll get it hooked up to the pump I made earlier. I've just got to figure out the wiring. I'm going to give this a full tank of water. Which I think is, these are LV, so it'll be 16s. Yep, so that's a full tank. Now hopefully I've got some charcoal in here. I've obviously got to stop using shift because that seems to be dragging everything through. Anything related to the name charcoal. So, well, that's not the end of the world. Right, so that's our boiler now coming up to temperature. 100% efficiency. I'm good, happy with that. So that means now we've got our turbine sitting over here. I didn't realise I hadn't got any switches on it. Fix that. We're probably going to need to move our machines around because we want our turbine here. Or should I say turbines, because I think it's time we increase the amount of power we're producing now that we've got this lovely bronze boiler in place. So yeah, we probably want 4 turbines here, 4x cabling, move all our machines around to here and make them in tower configuration. So what's a basic turbine going to cost me and how quickly can I make one? Basic steam turbine. So it's more chips, more bronze pipes, some tin rotors, motors, etc. Okay, it's not the end of the world. I think we'll use what we've got at the moment though. Primarily because it's going to take me a bit of time to make those up. And yeah, so let's see. Right, that's good there. The turbine to there. I should have some fluid ducts. Do. One to there, to there. So that should now have... Right, still... Wow, we burnt through... Wow, we got through that. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. We burnt through that charcoal in next to no time. Oh, that's something we're going to have to figure out then. Because we're obviously going to need a lot more charcoal. We're not going through water much, but we are going through charcoal like it's going out of fashion. Do I have any blocks of charcoal? No. Oh, that's something we're definitely going to have to take into consideration. Had not thought about that. Right, well let's make up some 4x tin cable because I want to start moving machines around a bit. So we're going to need, for 4x tin cable, what we're going to need. Assembling with that. Oh, that's a nice and easy one. Right. So if I pop that as my output, and we had our first tower, say here, you'll notice I've actually built the floor below. I was getting a little bit tired of things just falling into the abyss. So 4x down to there, up to there, yeah. So let's make up 8 of those on my bending machine in my wire mill. So that should give me 16. And for that, I'd need 4 in my cluster mill. Yeah, we're going to have to start making a lot more charcoal up. Oh yeah, dull. That wasn't very smart. Right, I think temporarily, yeah, if I move the turbine, you know, its only power source, I shouldn't be surprised when it stops running. Right, pop that down there. 2, 3. That'll be the central tower. So that there, and we'll take our basic wire mill. Pop that there, and we should be able to pop our tin in, and that should finish off. Should have enough residual steam. Meanwhile, I'll see if my coke oven has made any charcoal up. It has. What we'll do is we'll convert that into blocks and see if that burns a bit slower. I doubt it will. Drop that in. That should get things running again. That gives me those. Oh, I had some more tin cable. Okay. And yeah, weirdly enough, this one's run out of power as well. I'm stunned at this. Oh, I know what's happened. Because it was mid process. So we'll pop that. Yep. And then we'll pop 2, 3, 4. Let's see how our charcoal blocks are a little bit slower at burning through. So that's something at least. So I think between episodes, I'm going to have to make a hell of a lot of charcoal. See if I can keep this going. We'll wait for this to come up to temperature. Pretty sure I could throttle it a bit, but 50% is... So I only need it at 100% temperature, don't I? 100 degrees to generate steam. I don't know. I'll have to mess around with the numbers on that. But once that reaches temperature, we'll be able to finish this off, and then I should be able to take these cables here and turn them into 4x. Or not, because I think we just ran out of charcoal. Yeah, you learn something new every day. Alright, well, I'm obviously going to have to pause here and get some more charcoal. And once I've got the charcoal, we'll hopefully be able to get this large bronze boiler operational. I mean, I knew it was going to be fuel hungry, but I didn't realise it was going to be that fuel hungry. But it's not the end of the world. So it's all learning opportunities. Right, I'm going to put it off 50% throttle and see what happens there. Nothing at all. Alright, when we come back, we'll have some more charcoal and then we'll hopefully get the last of this cabling set up so that we can move forwards. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I've left a lot of time to pass and been running backwards and forwards and popping stuff in my coke oven. So I managed to get about a stack and a bit of blocks of charcoal. That took an awful long time. Fortunately, I was just AFK doing some other stuff. So our little boiler's running up now. So it seems okay. So what I wanted to make was our 4x cables. So 4x cable. And what do we need in that? Program circuit 26. Pop that in. Pop that in there. Pop that in there. And we'll let it do our 4x cables for us. So hopefully we should have... yes, of course. I really am quite slow today. I've moved all of these over to do our cabling. I forget to move all those over. So, oops. Let's go and move this one as well. Right. So, try this again. Circuit. And that should give us at least 3 of these. But I want some more. And I need a couple of pieces of tin. Pop that and that in there. Alright, so that should give me 4 4x cables. Now, I remove that. That, and that. So let's see. Right, so we want one there, one there. I want to remove that. Ooh, I see a fire starting there. One there, and just one short. Not the end of the world. And we'll go and make up one of those quite quickly, considering how easy it is. That's just 2 pieces of that. Pop that in there. 1 piece of rubber in there. Ooh. Oh, this is getting a little frustrating. Right. Let me get this reorganized, and when I come back, we'll get this finished off. Actually, no, let's just do it live. Let's not bother cutting on this one. So what we'll do is one at a time. Up. We'll just pop you here. I want my 1 piece in there. Right, so that's my foils done. We'll remove you. Move you next. Also, we're going to have to move that stack anyway because it's too close to the turbines. Right, so we don't want our cluster mill, we want our wire mill. You in there. And then finally, that and that. And while we'll move this. Well, that's done, which it has. I can now pop that up there, pop my wire mill back there, my cluster mill here, something else there, and we are all done. So hopefully this should mean now, once I get some more turbines running, and once I try and figure out better way of dealing with this Steam situation, is I should be able to run more machines simultaneously. So we'll wrap this episode up here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give it a like. If you'd like to see more, then please feel free to subscribe. Until then, I wish you a very pleasant day. Goodbye.